What up, girl?
Hey, girl. I'm just seeing who's living in the little box today.
Who is living in the little box?
I don't know. Might be us.
It might be. How are you?
Looks suspiciously familiar.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Can you believe that it is the year of our Lord 2025?
I surely cannot.
Second quarter of the millennium.
And it is New Year. Happy Year of the Snake to you.
Thank you.
To all those who celebrate.
Yes, that's my Chinese zodiac, Year of the Snake. 89, baby.
I always forget how young you are. How young and youthful.
Good, that means the bee venom is still working.
No, it's all those eye patches.
All those eye patches and self-care, skincare.
We're here to talk about eye patches. Why are they everywhere? What do they do? Do you like an eye patch? Why do they all have rose water in them?
And how did Gwyneth Paltrow ruin the beauty industry?
That's true. That's really what we're going to talk about.
More at 11. It's 7 p.m.
We won't be up at 11.
No, girl.
So, dare I ask, how are you?
You did. You did ask me that.
Yeah, I did.
It's a challenging question. I would like to celebrate the successes and practice gratitude.
I love that.
I put on a nice little blouse this morning.
That's a very cute blouse.
Thank you. Thank you for noticing. I went to work. I had several meetings in which I did not break down or cry.
10 out of 10.
Yes. And here you are, and now we're having the dish together.
I know, that is nice. This was the highlight.
Day by day.
I love that. I love that for you. We're celebrating the wins here on the dish.
How are you?
I am freezing, and I hate myself. It is so cold in this fucking state.
You've been out of state too long.
I am so cold. I was in 2 pairs of pants.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I can't wear 2 pairs of pants to my best friend's house.
Look at this thermal extra long sleeve.
I know. I'm like, I have
underlayer.
I have so many layers on.
You'll stand in your truth in all shades and all
layers. I know. I'm embarrassed at how cold I am.
Well, you look great. You never know.
Thank you. The Uber driver I got in to get to here, and he goes, warmed up. And I'm like, look like Randy's little brother, or Randy, the little brother from A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do you mean? And then I had to have like a 20-minute conversation with the Uber driver who missed the turn to the highway. But other than that, I am good. I am taking the wins.
Yep. Taking the W's, as the kids like to say.
The W's. I did get a puppy over the break.
You did. The cutest puppy.
He is an absolute menace.
Yeah. What's the name of the breed again?
It is a Tibetan Spaniel.
Look them up. They're so, offensively cute.
They are offensively cute. His name is Kingston.
Yeah.
And he is a baby.
He could shit all over my white satin gown, and I would be like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he does love shitting in the house also, because he's struggling with the cold. So
yeah.
But if you follow me on my regular gram, you can check him out there, and he's keeping us very busy, which is good. Mm-hmm. It's good to have something to just hold that licks your face right now.
A hot water bottle.
Yeah, it is. He's a hot water bottle, and he loves cuddles because it's cold.
Yeah,
so he just curls up on your lap. And you're like, love me forever.
Yeah, he is really affectionate.
He is. He is a people, and not all dogs are like that, so it's nice to have a dog that likes to cuddle. So I'm excited.
That's true.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. You gotta, I was talking with a colleague, and I was like, you have to find those spaces of joy and those personal things. And I don't know, I think it's really rebellious right now to be in relationship with people.
Oh, say more.
I don't know. I just think that's the whole point.
It's certainly difficult because I want to self-isolate.
Yeah.
I don't want to do nothing.
I don't want to do nothing.
And it's also detrimental to my well-being.
So, it surely is.
So, yeah, it's sometimes, this is a little dark, but it's the dish. So here we are.
It is the dish.
Remember Bunny when I had my bunny?
R.I.P. Nubby Buns.
Yeah,
Rip.
so she was last alive 10 years ago. So I'm doing great. I've definitely moved on.
For sure.
I'm well adjusted.
Feeling really good about it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and something that happens with animals and us too, because I think we're also animals.
Yeah.
Is when we don't feel good, we don't always make the right decisions to take care of ourselves. So, towards the end when she got sick, she just decided it'd be a good idea to stop eating or drinking.
Yeah.
Which I've heard is really bad for you.
That's the rumor.
Yeah, so it's the same thing of, we need connection and physical activity and, being with other people. And when times get rough, I don't want to do any of those things.
Yeah.
And it actually is kind of I think that's why they call it a spiral. is because you just roll down.
Yeah.
You just roll down. So you have to actively work to counteract that. And this is where I think the concept of, we were going to talk about dysphoria, but I think there's a counterpoint to that, which is like a healthy form of self-delusion.
Yes, I think self-loathing and self-delusion are bedfellows, right?
Yeah.
So I think there is
sloppy
a lot of
X's.
What was that shoulder?
It was kind of like the Gold Bond powder, you know?
Yeah,
it's kind of like that.
Oh, that eye contact was great. And it was just for me. You didn't
Just
even
for
look in
you.
the camera.
No.
I love it. You know, I never recycle. Something you don't know about me. Not cans. I recycle cans. I've never recycled an ex. I've never gone back.
Oh, okay. I was like, first of all, not recycling. So non sequitur. And also, you think you know someone.
Sloppy exes.
Yes.
And I was like, I don't do that.
You don't recycle. You don't go back to an ex once it's done. Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of you.
That's purely out of spite.
I've done it multiple times. It's habit forming. So I respect you for not doing it because once you pop, you just can't stop. Ew, I hate myself.
It's a can of Pringles at the beach, which is also gross. Actually, this is a hill I will die on.
Pringles on the beach?
Chips are not a beach food.
Yeah, they don't sound refreshing. Like I know
nobody's like, wow, I'm in a bikini. You know what I could go for? A tube of chips. And every chip commercial,
Ruffled
they're on
Lays.
a beach. Yeah, with some French onion dip.
Oh,
you know what works really great in the sun? Dip.
Yeah.
Any sort of dip.
You know what you want? You know what you want sweating off of you?
Dip.
Sour cream and onion.
Yes. I just want to sweat out French onion.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, is that hell of a good I smell?
Newman's Own.
Anyways, here on the dish we have controversial opinions, and Pringles do not belong on the beach. Anyways,
about context appropriate snack food.
Yes.
Yeah, and we will tell you all about it. How do you feel about it?
So yeah, I think it's interesting because we were talking kind of the reason we came up with this discussion around like dysmorphia and where we're at and all this stuff is, I don't know, when we lived together, I think we were just so young, and I think so like hard on ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's been really interesting because we're bringing so much more grace to ourselves and our judgment, and then like we both go through these swings where it's just like, oh no, I fucking hate myself.
Yeah. And the moments of unwellness or depression or whatever it is, like when things get rough, you are not spared of a low self-image. For me, it actually comes back in full force, and sometimes worse. Because, if you, let's say, not speaking from personal experience, but let's say you have to scoop the pizza crumbs off of you before you pull yourself off the couch. If that's the moment you find yourself in,
pizza,
and you go to look into the mirror, not by choice.
Obviously,
not by choice. But because, you kind of catch a glimpse of yourself before you brush your teeth, before you go to bed. It's not going to be good. I don't like what I see there. There is evil here.
Proud of you for brushing your teeth.
Right?
You got to just take the win.
Right? That was a little generous. It usually happens.
I got through 2024, and I did not skip one night of flossing.
Good for you.
I know. It was good. It was a good year.
Wow.
But one night, I got so drunk that I did half my mouth. And then I went to bed.
I think you can forgive yourself a half lapse.
It was a half, and it was just my right.
Yeah.
So I did up and down on one side, which is so weird for me.
And you said done.
Because I normally just do top bottom.
Yeah.
But that was not the plan.
That's so funny.
And so I woke up and like half of my teeth had sweaters. Anyways.
Sweaters.
You ever heard that?
Yes. It's still funny though.
I think it was from my ex. Anyways, no more ex talk. So, we're making ex talk.
So self-delusion.
Delulu.
Yeah, Delulu.
Talk to me about Delulu.
Miss Delulu.
You taught me this word. I did not know it.
Well, the kids say it. It's kind of like, oh no, Mama, it's giving Delulu. Not the delusion impacting my life choices.
Is it a good thing? Wait, I'm so confused. Is it a good thing?
No. Delulu is like, it's like the bad kind of delusion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Like, oh, she thought. I keep
like
going to exes.
Me holding onto the pleather miniskirt being like, I will get a use for this, and I'm 40. Like that?
I don't think there's anything wrong with a faux leather miniskirt.
Girl, my butt is too big for that skirt now, and it looks like a ham hock in a plastic bag. I kept it, and I'm not 40 yet, bitches. It happens in October.
There you go. So get in the chat. Let's do a poll. I am team faux leather miniskirt. I surely am. But let's choose something else. Like, I am going to I don't know. Like, maybe I'm so delusional I can't even think of an example.
I love the sound of the ice on the glass.
Oh, maybe it's like, I'm going to start composting.
Yeah, you will never do that.
When I, never even take out the trash.
Yeah.
Something like
You're
that.
just going to get really into it. Okay,
That's
fine.
Delulu.
So it's not fashion choices from our culture pushed by misogyny and sexism. But
well, it could be if you have really judgmental friends.
That's true, I do. Not.
And you don't.
So.
But no.
I have a very non-judgmental friend. I like that. Yeah, I don't
tell her everything.
I have a big delusion about reading, which is that I will finish the book. I get off. I'm not finishing the last chapter.
Interesting. You don't want it to end.
I don't know, but I'm like, I don't. You know what it is? I don't like conclusions. I like facts. I will read a book about history. You know that. I love history books. Mm-hmm. But the last chapter is always like this self-reflective moosh.
Yeah.
And it's like this, and it's the authors wrapping up their thoughts, and I don't care about them. And that's not nice. But I just let a friend borrow a book, and he was like, oh my God, how was it? And I was like, great. And I realized I take notes in my books, always. And I didn't realize this friend wanted to borrow this book until halfway through.
Oh, no.
So I had been marking shit up. So I backed off. But he's going to read this book and see this, I started a lot of writing. Halfway through, I got less. And the last 2 chapters, nothing.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to go in and, randomly highlight something.
Well, some authors are really self-important. That's
true.
Not all of them, but some authors are really self-important, and I don't have a lot of patience for that either.
What is one delusion you're happy you have?
So yeah, in the realm of positive self-delusion, which I do think is a thing, I'm really glad for the self-delusion that I gained from being a performer that has to do with my confidence.
Oh, I like that.
And my feeling that I'm sexy. I'm really glad I have that because I've gone through my whole life thinking that I was the female gremlin.
Yeah.
Or She-T. You know when E.T.'s in the closet and drag? Yeah. I love
Wait, is her name She-T?
No, I mean anecdotally on the internet. She-T is hilarious.
She is hilarious.
Yeah, I die every time I hear She-T, but
that's so funny.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Oh my God.
Slightly offensive, but also
yeah, but it's so 80s.
Yeah, and offensive just because it's it's kind of
it's absolutely
it's kind of mean.
Yeah,
it is. So mean. But that's kind of we have a viewer. And for not posting until 10 minutes ago, that's pretty good.
First of all, disrespectful. I was supposed to post. Anyways, that's a good delusion.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. I have a delusion. Let me get it out. I have a prop for my 2025.
Oh,
delusion.
Show and tell.
So, my delusion that I've always had, and I've had this since we lived together, which is that I don't age. And then... Wow! You know, I'm really glad I have a live witness to the bullshit that I had to just
I'm getting bullied
victimize.
Online. Yeah,
you are about to be bullied online. I'm gonna make a burner account.
Oh my God!
Remember when that dumb congressman didn't know what a finsta was?
Yeah.
He's like, "What's a finsta? Who is it?"
Oh my God!
I'm gonna make a finsta. All right, so
you should.
But here's what I discovered. As tale as old as time, I know I needed glasses, so I actually didn't know what was happening on my face because I need glasses now, and I've put them on, and lo and behold, the chin hairs that I've discovered. I went at my chin like Rambo with a machete, which might be lost. I realize that metaphor on you.
No, I like Rambo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's jam.
Well, I mean...
You get the reference.
Butch guy with long hair.
That's true, yeah.
Big pecs.
That's true, yeah.
Performative masculinity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into it.
That.
I'm into it.
Yeah. I've met it. You've met him on the internet.
And what's his Insta? I'm probably following him.
But I was like, oh, okay, let me get these. And what I've discovered is I am aging. But I'm also under the delusion that I'm aging well.
Oh, me too. I mean,
yeah.
the reason I laughed is because I have worn glasses for a long time, and I have one of those magnifying mirrors, makeup mirrors, that make you look like the Mars rover pictures.
I actually need to get one of those.
I wouldn't recommend it. It's actually not really good for your self-esteem.
Oh, I'm sure it's
terrible.
But
I've been seeing the wheels slowly fall off for years. And sometimes I watch old episodes of The Dish. And I watch the seasons turn.
You do not.
Yeah.
Don't do that to yourself, man. Our pilot episode.
I know.
Babies we were.
Babies. No pores.
No
rosacea.
Pore in sight.
Yeah.
I think I was in like sweatpants.
Miss Pore? I don't know her.
I don't know that girl.
No.
Anyways, so that's a good self-delusion.
Mm-hmm. Sorry to those that are suffering.
Yes. What is a self-delusion you want to work on?
I really like this case.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, it's cute.
Warby Parker, our sponsor.
Yeah, today's episode is brought to you by Warby Parker. A self-delusion I want to work on.
Yeah, not to get rid of.
That my burlesque career isn't over.
Oh, girl.
I'm just
drink
kidding.
To that. Yes.
Delusion. No. I mean, I'll get back to it. You know? That's actually not delusion. Sometimes delusion is just being really mean to yourself. And so
that's true.
I want to try to break down things that are delusional and things that I just actually have control over.
Yeah.
And I've chosen to sort of give my control up.
Yeah.
In a way that I didn't need to.
Yeah.
That's,
sure.
you know, me being hard on myself is actually none of my business.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, no, you should leave it.
What kind of gay nonsense did I just say?
Yeah,
It didn't even make sense.
Being mean to myself. Not really business.
Oh, mama, being mean to yourself? Not me bullying myself online.
You're creating the Finsta.
Yeah.
Like, you dumb whore. Like, it's me. I'm just telling myself that.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to, like, lean into this gay Gen Z language that I'm just not good at.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't even know it, so you're good.
Stopped watching Drag Race in, like, season 9, so...
Oh, jeez. Yeah, kill yourself. Just kidding. Sorry. We joke.
It's 2025. We're just going to drop a KYS every once in a while.
No, we're not. I'll just say something else. I'll say something else. Lay down. Go lay down, and we'll just know what it means. My delusion that I need to work on is actually pretty scandalous, and we have currently doubled in viewership. So
look at that! Oh my gosh! Thank you
for being here.
Thank you. We don't want to seem desperate, but don't leave.
Don't leave. Please don't leave. And so my self-delusion is a little more complicated. That I do need to work on.
Yeah, so it's some candles, some Enya, some rose petals.
We'll definitely need to light a candle about this. So I have always played golf since I was a little girl.
Really?
Commonly known as Jolf, if you watch What We Do in the Shadows, which is one of my favorite shows.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
And Nandor calls it Jolf. And I played, I won tournaments when I was a little kid.
How did I not know this about you?
I had golf clubs in the Thompson house when we lived together. And
how were you secretly like Christian Bale in American Psycho?
Fucking right.
Like you were killing your assistants. You were at the board meetings with like the contrast collar suit and the leather briefcase.
I would look so good in that suit.
Yeah, you would.
So fucking
you would.
fire in that suit.
You're on the phone with your lawyer like, I had to kill a lot of people.
But I really never got into sports or anything, but I was really good at golf. And I told myself when I moved to Florida I would get back into it. And I did.
Seems like the place for it.
Exactly. Yeah. I live in literally one of the top, the county I'm in is one of the top 3 golf destinations in the world. Mm-hmm. Right? It's not my backyard. I have to drive to the fancy places, but I can find it.
Mm-hmm. I have to cross the street.
Yeah, cross the railroad tracks,
yeah, exactly.
I'm not joking. They literally split us by railroad tracks. It's really great. The haves and the have-nots. It's not ideal. Florida's really good. We nailed redlining. We're the best at it.
Yeah, well...
Yay.
We're in Columbus, so we're no
true.
stranger to that.
That's true.
Jesus.
But what I discovered in 2024 is that I cannot get into a golf league, even a lesbian-run golf league.
Dinah Shore.
To support classical music.
Wow.
Okay, so just put that together, the things I love, right? Mm-hmm. And even in that group, I could not find any common ground with individuals based on politics.
Wow.
And I mean no common ground.
Yikes.
I mean, these people are so disconnected from their community. And I'm not even talking about national politics. I'm not even talking, like, I mean, I'm just talking about, like, hey, we're going to a fundraiser for trans people. And they're like, church? Are you going to church? Like, and I'm like, what? They're not mutually exclusive.
No, they're not.
Like, that's the whole fucking point. Anyway, so I really struggled. And my delusion this year is that I can find someone to do this pastime with, which I love because it's from my childhood. And I know it's terrible and we should turn all the golf courses into farms and it's a waste of fucking land. I'm acutely aware of that. But I occasionally like to go out and hit a bucket of balls and look dykey as fuck. I mean, I have wind pants. I have a visor.
Oh, I can so see you in a visor. In a cart. I can see you in a cart with a bag with a visor.
Absolutely.
Like,
Well,
beep,
first of all, I do a push cart. I carry I'm not a fucking, like old person. I carry my clubs.
Yeah.
So, cart.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Actually.
You don't know anything about golf.
No, I don't. I'm like, yeah. Yeah.
But I have been under the delusion that I would find community, and I have to let that go. Because I think I'm just going to have to go out, and I refuse to be closeted anymore. Mm-hmm. And when I did this league this year, this charity league, to try to just get back into it. And they had like a golf pro there, and they updated you on lessons and just kind of got you back into it. Mm-hmm. And I thought I could find people, and I couldn't. And that was the intersection. And I was like, you know what? No. Like this, it's so terrible to say, but like finding things I like to do in community where I live is really hard. And I might have to let that go.
That is really hard. I'm someone who internalizes a little bit too much when, and this is kind of part of our WASPy upbringing, but like if there's potential conflict
like golf.
or I think there's been a rift, like sometimes I hold on to that too much, and sometimes we self-select out of spaces.
Yep.
And so one self-delusion that I would like to work on developing or cultivating is the delusion that I'm great and everyone likes me. Because I think a lot of people, now that might sound unhealthy,
no,
the way it's hitting me.
I love that.
But no,
I love it.
But I think that there's a certain amount that we might want to hold on to because we're nice people and we want to make sure that people feel comfortable, but we're probably skewing too far in one direction. And it's just like, I want to rely on people's ability to tell me that I'm not welcome anymore, Yeah. And short of that, I'm still welcome.
Yeah, I really like that. I'm actually going to carry that.
So it's like, it's not going to be great, but also I'm not going to restrain myself in moments where it's clear that we don't share the same views. Like, I'm going to say something.
Yeah.
If I have the energy that day. Like, I'm not obligated to say something, but I might say something like, actually, like, trans people are pretty fucking dope. You know what I mean? I don't know, whatever it is.
Well,
and if that makes them uncomfortable, then...
I love that.
Oh, well. And if they're really uncomfortable, they can ask me to leave.
And I think that was like, it was so crazy because the last interaction I had with this group, they were like, oh, you have to come to this classical chamber works concert, which again, this intersection of what I'm into, very rare to find. And I love chamber music.
Oh, me too.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Girl, a harpsichord?
Oh, yeah.
A harpsichord could eat me out.
That's true. We have that in common.
Yeah.
So...
My ex was a harpsichord.
And you kept going back for more.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, like the things in a church, and it was like benefiting an LGBTQ or something came up about it. Oh no, she was the first LGBTQ maestro of a major symphony in the country.
Cool.
And she's great, and she's a woman of color. She's Cuban, and I said, well, look, I'd love to go, but I want to be thoughtful. You're inviting the community to a church, and the LGBTQ community has a fraught relationship with the church. I'm not saying don't host it, but I'm saying you may deter people who would have gone but for this location. And when I say we got in a pretty significant disagreement, and she didn't understand.
Wow.
She's like, well, it's just a space and it's cheap. I said, I understand that, but you don't get to choose what individuals are carrying with them. And any church has baggage for a significant percentage of the population of LGBTQ individuals coming up in my generation or older. Now, maybe it's getting better. I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't think it is.
I suspect not.
But I don't have the data, so I'm only going to go with what I know. And I was like, we're not going in that motherfucking church. Girl.
No. It's fraught enough doing Trans Day of Remembrance at a church. You know what I mean? And it's like
the gayest church.
It is the gayest church, and it's ostensibly a pretty traditional service.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
It is.
Actually, maybe is the point where we should start to rethink some of that. But it's like pretty much liturgy.
Yeah.
And that is going to be off-putting to some people.
Absolutely. And I love your idea of my partner is black, and we will go into spaces frequently, and they're the only black person, and they love it because they're like, I deserve to be here. Someone tell me not. Right?
Yeah, your partner. Sorry, I almost outed that.
That's Natalie.
Yeah, right. I'm pretty sure we said her name before.
Oh yeah.
Natalie, are you watching? But no, your partner, your wife, actually has an inspiring level of self-confidence. Which
she has goals.
Yeah, and it's like it's unfathomable to me as an individual because the way we were raised, it was like, don't raise a fuss, don't take up too much space.
Yeah.
It might also, there might be a female or a feminine thing in there too.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
these things, there's an interaction there.
100%.
But it's just like, I don't even, in a professional setting, even though I'm a performer, I don't even like receiving open praise. Makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be. There's no reason it should be, I think, in my head. But every time it happens, I just want to leave the room. It's very uncomfortable. And I'm sure all of you at home can't imagine that because look at me.
Yes, it is an inspiring level of self-confidence. But I also love that idea of trespass because I think we need to. And I think sometimes I defer too much to the social moment.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't. So that's going to be my commitment in 2025. I'm going to trespass more. But probably not on golf courses because honestly I get these blisters and they're not cute. From
the golf handles? You need some of those cute little like leather fingerless gloves.
I probably do.
Yeah.
I probably do. But then like, could I be more butch?
I don't think it has to be butch.
I mean, it absolutely does. I love being butch on the golf course. I mean, like fingerless leather gloves. Fucking Rizzo's dykey sister.
Yeah, no, I could see you in like some really nice like tight high-waisted slacks.
Yes.
Tucked in polo shirt.
Love it.
Visor, leather gloves.
Love it.
Holding just the biggest golf club.
Just Gadsby. Pure dyke Gadsby.
Yep.
Is what I'm always going for.
Yeah, some of those little golf cleats.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have golf cleats.
No, of course you do.
How did you not know this about me?
I don't know. Some of the best kept secrets are just right there on the surface.
Anyways, thank you those who joined us for joining us.
Yeah.
This has been an actual New Year's delight, so thank you for being here.
It has. Only 28 days too late, but here we are.
I think we nailed it. I also just saw like this dangling blanket and thought it was my puppy. Did
really?
you see me just go like, shit, is he pooping? And it was just
wow.
a blanket. Because that's PTSD from having a puppy.
Yeah, you have to be vigilant. Yeah. No,
Someone's shitting on the rug. Is it Eileen?
I was really prepared for my advanced age with this blanket because I got this at an Ohio thrift for like $3 and it really is the shit.
Honestly, that's a great deal. Speaking
really
of age, as we wrap up, let me get this on. Everybody, have a wonderful week and we'll see you next time.
Goodbye. You just have to find the button.
Don't click it.